All right, Ethan, is there anything that you stated in your testimony that you would have changed or said differently had we given you an oath?
No.
Okay. All right, Representative Sortwell, go ahead.
I would like to say also that I have already signed a legally binding affidavit, so.
The question I had is, you mentioned somebody earlier, and maybe this is in your sworn testimony, I haven't seen it, but you mentioned an employee of, I think you said it was of the USPS, told you that they were ordered to backdate ballots that came in after November 3rd. And I was wondering if that individual said anything about where those orders came from.
Like where the ballots actually come from?
No, the orders to backdate them. So did that come from a direct supervisor? Was that person aware of it coming from even higher up? Is there anything more about when that person said we were ordered to backdate them? Was there more to that?
All that I was told was that it came down as an order from the Wisconsin-Illinois chapter of the USPS. So I would assume that that is a top-down order.
So in Wisconsin, our law is that the ballots need to be received by the close of Election Day at 8 p.m. So if the Wisconsin-Illinois chapter of the United States Postal Service backdated ballots on the 4th, which was the day after, where were they delivered? They couldn't legally be counted anyway. Do you happen to know where they were delivered?
All that I know is that when I would take the ballots to the post office, they would be loaded onto usually the 830 truck that would go to Milwaukee, and from there I do not know where it would go. Okay,
so there may be no way to track where those ballots went and where they were filed, unless maybe we can get somebody from the Milwaukee Election Commission to comment on it, which may or may not work.
The USPS also has extensive security cameras at all of their loading docks and their facilities, so if a proper investigation is done into this, then all of that should be able to be found.
And just one last thing, how do you feel about the security of the U.S. Postal Service as it applies to voting, as far as, postmarks being an official date and time, and that sort of thing?
As someone who got to directly see how the ballots were moving through the system, mail-in ballots, I voted in person. I didn't want to take any chances with my ballot getting lost or just anything happening to it with the lengthy chain of custody that I've seen firsthand. So I voted here in Madison, Wisconsin. I won't say my polling place. I don't want to give away where I was living.